Me as a broken record, if you will, but in an instant replay, I'll say the same thing still. Because when it comes to having a moral message in the music, this is truly how I feel. If the lyrics of a song can't give you strength enough to be strong, then it's not worth the groove it's recorded on. Don't be fooled by the amenity of mindless, messageless words and music when you know in your heart that your soul can't use it. When there's no message or glory in the story of a song, what good is a rhythm of rhyme without words of wisdom for all mankind? Because if the lyrics of a song can't give you strength enough to be strong, then it's not worth the groove it's recorded on. And speaking of grooves, I'd like to welcome you back to Color Me Poetry, my most illustrious guest, Mrs.Sedatrius Brown.
Sedatrius.
Sedatrius, I'm sorry.
Sedatrius, that's great.
Well, let's talk about that. How'd you get that name?
That's good. I thought you would ask me that. I was named after my father. His name was Demetrius. Not Demetrius, but Demetrius.
Demetrius, okay.
And when I was born, they took the S from my grandmother's name, which was his mother, and put it to Demetrius. Moved the D, put the S in, and it's Sedatrius.
Oh, that's most unique. I would have thought that somebody in your family was a linguist to be able to do that.
No. It's a birth-given name.
And it's most beautiful and most unique. People will certainly remember that. I hope they remember when they go out to get you a new tape.
Absolutely. The poem that you just wrote, that you just read, excuse me, it's not worth the groove that it's...
Yes.
Reminds me of one of the songs that's on the tape, many songs that's on the tape, and one is Seeing My Man from the Inside Looking Out.
Yeah, I love that.
Did you like that?
I listened to that this morning, yeah.
Yeah, it should give the man strength to know that the woman will not listen to whatever her girlfriends are saying. I know he loves me and I want to shout, he's a different man that they're talking about. I'm seeing my man from the inside looking out. It's a very powerful song.
It is.
Yes, it is.
And I was listening to that. I said, "No, I have to listen to this again. Now, what is it? This is heavy, you know." And I played it back again and then listened to it again 3 times, you know, in the car, you know, while I'm driving. It's beautiful. It really is. Also, let's tell me about the club, Sedatrius.
Sedatrius Cocktail Lounge is located in Old Town Alexandria, above an Italian restaurant, the Trattoria de Franco, which is a wonderful guy that my husband and I have met. And it's located at 305 South Washington Street. And we're there Wednesday through Saturday from 8 till 12 midnight. And there I'm playing the organ like I usually do, the hamon organ. And by the way, there are not many women that are playing this type of organ.
Not many women producers. Tell us, I mean, you're also a producer, executive producer.
Yeah.
So you hold it back on me. You hadn't told me about that.
Well, that's the next show. That's for the next show. That's another.
Okay. Yeah, well, we will certainly have you back
to
talk about that because it's very important. We don't have a lot of black women producers in music. Very few. But that's a whole other show, and we would definitely I will have you back, and we will definitely get into that. At your club, you have other artists come in and perform?
Yes, we have other artists coming in, and we're going to start having top name artists coming in, but I'm opening up right now musically and business wise. So when you come to Sedatrius, you will be able to see me perform there. And there's a big difference in live performance and the tape that is out on the market today. I have a lot of couples come in to hear me and see me perform, and it's gratifying to me to see couples sitting in the audience holding hands while I'm... It's rewarding.
I'm definitely going to make it my business to come out there and see you.
Good,
because it's very beautiful to have your own club. I mean, all artists, I think, would want their own club. What other artists, are there other artists that you look up to, that you listen to, that are mentors? Who inspired you?
Maya Angelou and Ruby Dee. And Sarah Vaughan,
yes,
of course, Ella Fitzgerald, Nita Baker. She is real, as the kids say.
Put a new twist in it. You know?
Yeah. There are not many artists that I do not like. I find if they have something to say musically
and
the lyrics, then it's okay with me. I enjoy it.
It's very important you said it, because a lot of times you find a lot of artists. I wouldn't say a lot, but some artists not really saying a lot. I guess I'm from the old school because I grew up with the Motown and all that, and the Philly International. I was always more geared towards message music.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I always look for a strong message in a song.
It helps. It helps you through the day and through the week to know that you can go back to your house or to your apartment and put that song on to give you more strength. It is very important to do that. To sing a song like we were discussing before that has no meaning nowadays is not a good idea, but
that's true.
It's so being done,
So much that's happening, and there's now there's much more. There's so much to write about. There's everything around you does happen. I'm not saying you have to always deal with social issues, but there's so many things that are happening. People going through all kinds of changes in relationships, and that has to do with the change in society. So when I write poetry, when I write songs, I like to reflect that in what I write.
Yeah, it's a very meaningful hobby, some people call it, but it's my living. It's my way of saying and expressing myself through my music and through my writing and the way I live life. So it is very important to do that.
It is.
To be positive into words,
That positive energy flows through the records. Also, I like to say one of my favorite artists is Quincy Jones.
Quincy, definitely.
Yeah, he's and also I understand that he has a movie out now that speaks of his life. But jazz has always been one of my favorites. I used to be a rock artist and all that, but I mellowed out with some jazz now. How important is jazz to you?
Jazz is a good word, okay? But jazz, there's different jazz.
To jazz.
No. You cannot pigeonhole what I do. I am contemporary. My music is all of the it's jazz, it's rock, it's gospel, it's country and western, it's reggae, it's samba, it's salsa. So it's not just jazz. Okay. People, but you have to come and hear. You have to come and see for yourself, and then you won't say it's jazz.
I know on the tape. Yeah, there's different kind of stuff on it.
Yeah, it's something for everybody.
Yeah, I noticed that. I said, well, now how? I mean, in the Bible they told me, jazz.
That says one thing.
Wait, this ain't strictly jazz. There's a whole lot of different kinds of stuff.